plays games with Steve
and Angel.
Okay.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. The way no one else says in real life.
Very well.
Guys.
Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
I got a bad feeling about this. That's no moon. That's Tribulations.
It is true. I ate the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
You were forced? By who?
I cannot say, or I will be erased.
Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was. There was another man.
I knew it.
Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer.
I ate the body.
Hold it! Did you carry the body by yourself?
Oui, I carried him, and I carried Maggie too.
Maggie too?
Maggie too?
Maggie too?
When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted.
Like that.
Uncle Phoenix?
Uncle Maggie?
I could not leave her there.
But why did you hide the bodies?
And Maya too. Hold it! What man? Who was he?
No, I cannot say. I fear for my life.
He's really scared.
I'll just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick.
She's really good.
She's really good.
Yeah, you're right. If he won't tell me, I'll tell him.
But why would you go along with this man?
I had to go and with him because it was...
Hold it! And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong?
You know, monsieur,
Yes?
surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment.
A maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that. No, they're just too old. I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason. So I'll just have to prove it with evidence. Evidence.
But I swear I did not kill him.
Hold it! So, you were claiming that all you did was hide the bodies? Is that correct?
Oui, that's right.
If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this.
He's already confessed this much. You might as well stop dancing around the real issue.
Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is.
Then sock it to him, Nick.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, first we need...
Sock it to him! Sock it to him!
More fun then.
Phoenix Wright!
Wow. You know, we should be playing with sock it to him instead of Phoenix Wright. It's more fun. According to the commercial. There was a reason why I could not refuse, but I did not kill him. I had to go along with him because there was a reason. I had no choice. There was a reason why I could not refuse. I just, You have to believe me. Because there was a reason why I could not refuse. The man forced me to do it. Is there a phrase here that I can contradict?
For this particular instance, it's not necessarily contradicting, because what did Phoenix say? We gotta what?
Like,
put words in his mouth.
Yeah. So yeah, basically whatever he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Be like, you mean this?
Maybe all those medical papers. It's because you sell matches. Matches used for advertising. I mean, I have a hunch it might just be this because he owed a lot of money. So I'm gonna do that.
Objection. You have $500,000 debt, don't you?
$500,000? Is this true, Mr. Armstrong?
Oui, Jesus désolé.
Je suis désolé.
Je suis désolé. I was weak and I borrowed la money.
This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
How
could
Who's this man?
Who could it be?
The head of the crime syndicate seems to. The head of the Tender Lender Loan Company.
42.
I mean, the loan was probably from him, but then he gives the money. So I was thinking it's him.
Take that. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. I said Stark for some reason. You had no way of
Tony
paying
Stark.
it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say. Mr. Armstrong. La Tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On la day in question, he was meeting la victim to demand that he repay his loan.
I just realized this is the lobby music from the first game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to point that out.
I don't know why it happened like that.
That's what we're here for, Angel.
Angel, did you notice that they're using old
We're
music?
little Nicktoon facts during Avatar.
Oh, we're like pop-up video.
Pop-up video.
Jay, we should start doing pop-up video now, right? That's reasonable.
All right, Jay. Every 2 minutes, we need a fun fact on screen. Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah, all right.
I just did what he told me to. I had no choice.
Make sure there are really inappropriate moments where it really interrupts the flow, and also like covers like important stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
like that airing of like Avatar: The Last Airbender on Nickelodeon at one point. And don't bother putting up like a sarcastic fact right here. Saying, I'm not doing that because I'll know. I'll know you're gonna do that.
I carried la body and la inconscient Maggie out of la dining area.
Concierge.
Concierge. Do you get it?
Jean Cierge. That's me.
That's me. And into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say.
He's just like the laughing emoji with the tongue sticking out.
That the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket were recovered from the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
No, I know nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable. Despicable.
I was trying to do like
Despicable.
Despicable.
Monsieur Incroyable. Like I was trying to get into that, but
Mr. Godot. Mr. Godot, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
30 minutes.
What?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the?
Don't sit back and relax yet, Trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godo. We will resume once Mr. Tigray is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
Woo!
To be continued!
Savagame.
You know, if this was the first game, we'd have to do a whole nother day of investigating again.
Ugh.
They
God.
learned their lessons.
So, we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Kodo picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Hey, pal!
Detective Gumshoe!
What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot.
It's not a top knot.
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright?
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get wound up. Ah!
No kidding.
You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour.
an hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence yet, right?
True. Not some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag. We're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprints. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour?
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me?
So this has unidentified prints. He had it and he didn't identify it. Matches used for advertising. Found lying at the Tenderlander. Not that. I mean, it says unidentified, and we're trying to figure out who had planted them, so I'm going to present this.
Take that! You're going back to the station anyway. Could you find out whose prints are on this?
Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too.
Small bottle, give me...
Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
Kind of analyze the prints.
What?
You're saying, Angel's saying that Gumshoe could have done that when he was still analyzing the contents of the bottle.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, nobody told me to do that.
It's true, no one told him to do that. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
Yeah, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. I mean Phoenix Wright.
Fuck.
I mean, hooked on phonics, right? I mean, shit.
Your name's hooked on phonics, right?
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godo, did you find this Furio Tigray?
My friends call me Hook.
That's not cool. I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
Tamed him? Guy's name may be Furio Tigray, but come on.
He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites.
Very well, please show Mr. Tigray to the stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Roar!
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there, too.
What'd you say to me?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest.
Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge?
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge.
No, it was me.
Your Honor?
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it?
Uncle, Your Honor?
Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's it. We're doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What you say?
There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauled you in.
Too cool.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Phoenix Wright.
You did me? What?
You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Get a grip.
Get a grip.
Nick. Don't shit your pants.
I pooped my pants.
Is it okay if I shit it in your court?
Oh, just to be clear, it's a Rugrats thing.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask for your letter.
You want my alibi check? Violetta. I was trying to...
Wait, what were you doing?
It's like, what's the fucking be our guest line? Don't believe us?
Don't believe it? Ask the dishes.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? That's why I didn't read that.
Oh, sorry.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you're crossing a basic.
We're doing some sort of
Don't skip dialogue.
One Piece thing.
Sorry.
That's what I thought, yeah.
You want my alibi?
You'll have to find it first.
Yeah.
And
Well,
everything
what is
I
it?
know in the Violetta. So,
Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. He plays them on PSP. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
low life? Me?
Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case,
Oh, God.
I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
It's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you get tangled with the tiger.
I'll allow it.
Ha! I love a good spectator sport.
Just a minute. That's really not...
This witness is, how can I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
You better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing and witness
Oh,
testimony.
my God.
Keep that in mind as you begin your crossing. We should just have this all the time so you don't press every single statement. Anyway, let's go into it.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick.
Come out from under there already. Would you, Maya?
So yes, only press the ones you think are definitely relevant. You can't
Gotcha.
press every statement.
I mean, sometimes it helps to do that, or I literally have to do that.
True. But now it's making it
Like-
harder.
Wow. Well, at least he's not a clown.
It's true.
I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow the tender lender every single day. I'm gonna check my ally. Just ask Violetta. I was tied up with business. I don't know. I mean, that's like nothing. I don't know nothing about no murder. It was business last year. Oh, that's right, because this happened in December. It was like a month ago.
Do you remember?
I spent all my time in the office. I got whales lined up. That doesn't seem... I want to check my ally. It's just as Violetta. Now, if I press this, will I find out what it was, or no? You're gonna let me do a boo-boo.
Yeah, you have a pretty full health bar. Before you were like, oh, he's not saying anything, so that means I'm right. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
You should always be on your toes.
There's no safety net.
No safety net. I'll only jump in if we're gonna game over. But we're not gonna game over.
I don't know nothing about no murder.
Well,
I was tied up with
maybe a good thing too would also be save.
Yeah, might as well.
So you got that. You got that almost full health bar.
Savage
You
J-Mo.
almost got that full Heath bar.
Ooh, yum.
I do love a Heath bar, actually. So good.
I can't remember the last time I've had a Heath bar.
I never get it. I always have like pieces of Heath bar and like ice cream or something like that. I don't know if I've ever bought a Heath bar.
Both are good.
Yeah.
I started with business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. We'll see.
What?
You want to check my alibi? Ask Viola. I feel like I have it. Like I have the thing that contradicts this.
Yeah?
Can I do that already? Matches used for advertising found lying in Tenderlender. You spent all of my time in my office. I kind of want to jump the gun a little bit.
Objection!
No.
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't they?
Cool.
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Oh.
It wasn't that, but press that statement. I think
Okay.
you have the instinct that statement, there's something about it that, yeah.
All right.
Hold it! Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola
Cadaverini.
Cadaverini. I always forget every time. Cadaverini.
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
Here he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what?
Press harder.
Mr. Tigre,
What do you want?
if you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
Objection! This is a dead end, Trite, and you know it. Remember the rules.
Objection! No! It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godo, if you could please...
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Huh.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
I feel like these three voices, it's like Godo's deep.
And the judge is gravelly.
And Big Furio is deep and gravelly.
It's just like,
This is a third DNA digivolution.
it's the what, sorry?
This is DNA digivolution.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Godo. Judge.
DNA digivolve too.
So which statement did we just get?
Where did it go? The Daisy's talking about.
Hey,
I
you
was
was
in
talking about. I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before.
liar.
Liar.
There you
Objection! Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger, dated December 3rd.
The December 3rd? That's the day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him, You met with him.
Not bad. You was actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
That's perjury.
Was perjury.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
That's one compliment I could do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
And my tongue.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You was calling me a liar? Is that what you doing?
The judge has watched a lot of ProZD play this game, so you're saying that you claim to have never seen that kid before. Is the truth?
I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth.
Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh, yes,
Let me try this doing... It's gonna sound awful, but...
Oh, you want to sound far away?
Would you mind indulging the court, witness?
Just for one.
He actually got off the couch to do it.
I did.
You never actually met the victim? That's got to be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy.
I'm saying.
No. Not that nailing.
Oh.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tender Lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't never even been to that Trey beer joint, you hear?
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Steve, you take judge. If I'm doing Tigre, I don't want to do Tigre and judge.
You got it. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Or, actually, do you want Angel to do... Angel, why don't you do judge?
I can do judge.
Steve's being Phoenix, yeah.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
All right. How do I skip faster again? No.
Well, you can't because it's your first time reading them in green, but once you do, then you'll be able to do it.
And I ain't ever been there.
I ain't never been there.
You ain't ever been there?
Never. Once
Objection.
straight yet. Oh, shit.
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
Huh?
If you've really never been to the Très Bien before, what was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You been stupid about my stuff now, too? Wise guy! What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Marriage. Order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me.
I ain't no pussy cat. I don't go back on what I said.
I ain't no pussy cat.
And I never forget a pussy. Cat.
But okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, all right? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elg that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Well, we'll be that much closer tomorrow.
Ooh.